At our school, every student has responsibilities, but for student athletes, balancing life can look very different compared to full-time students.
My name is Kaz. I'm a student athlete at Lafayette High School, and my sport is soccer.
My name is Valeria Sanchez. I am a junior at Lafayette High School.
How does your typical day look like?
My typical day is after school I usually go home, relax, do homework, lots of homework, and spend time with my family. And I honestly think my schedule is pretty flexible as a student.
A typical day for me tends to start around 5 in the morning. I tend to snooze my alarm at 5:30. That's like the latest I'll get up. I'll do my morning things. I'll go to school. If it's an away game for high school, typically I will not be able to go home until like 11 o'clock at night.
How many hours of sleep do you get?
On most nights I get around 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but before bed I try to watch my phone, but that can last around 2 hours, so it does take away some of my time, but I try to make sure I get enough rest for school, although on the weekends that changes and is around 11 to 12 hours.
During soccer season, sleep isn't something that I get a lot of. I go to sleep roughly around midnight after I do a little bit of homework, and then my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. And sleep is just one of those things that I know gets cut short. That means I usually get about 5 hours of sleep during the season. It's not ideal, but I know it comes with sacrifices.
What is the hardest part of being a student?
I think keeping up with assignments and tests can be pretty stressful, but I don't have extra physical responsibilities like athletes do.
I think it's just extremely hard to balance sometimes between school and sports, just because there's not enough hours in a day. And it becomes very, very tiring, mentally and physically. And also I think I don't have enough time or as much time to study for tests and quizzes, so then that becomes stressful.
How much exercise do you do in a day?
Exercise? I don't even exercise. I think the most exercise I do is walking a dog.
Sometimes I will go jogging on the 4-mile trail. I do abs every day. I practice every week, games on the weekend sometimes.
Would you like to be a student athlete?
It seems interesting, but it seems like it'll be a lot of pressure and time commitment.
I love being a student athlete. I wouldn't change it for the world. I think it's made me into the person I am today. The only downside is that my social life is basically absorbed, and I don't really have a life. But I have my own little soccer life. So yeah, so the only people I talk to and are best friends with is my team, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So I love being a student athlete.
How much free time do you have?
I usually have a lot of time after school and on weekends.
Typically there's not that much free time. Sometimes you get lucky and there will be a tournament weekend, but 99% of the time is probably taken up because of soccer.
How many hours a week do you spend practicing or training?
Typically practices for club are an hour and a half, so we have that 3 times a week, so that's 4.5 hours. And then for high school it's 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, for an hour and a half to 3 to 4:30. Sometimes we end early, 4 o'clock. That's roughly 7.5 hours a week.
What does your sister's schedule look like compared to a student athlete?
She has more free time because she doesn't have practice every day like students athletes do.
What advice would you give your sister as a regular student?
use your free time wisely and focus on your goals.